But why is the default that the woman is innocent and the man is always guilty? Okay, that's something my wife wants to say. Salama probably had enough as women give a lot of chances, has zero tolerance now. Okay, this is why I want you here. Yeah, it's very important for you to be here. Shilajit from black resin. I do bodybuilding, boxing, calisthenics. I run out of energy. Shilajit is a natural substance found in the Himalayas, created by centuries of grass and organisms decomposing into a thick black goo, which makes it very potent. It's like a tart-like product. You just get a little bit of this onto the spoon. So you can get hot water, not too hot inshallah, so it can disintegrate into the water. Also, there is some studies that show it boosts testosterone, even helps the respiratory system as well. Buy yours now, brothers and sisters. Go to the description box inshallah and use my discount code. Let's see stronger, better, more focused Muslim men who are serving their Lord and their families and their wives and their children, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. This video will be a very unique video, a very special video, should one say. It's a video that if it does come out public, it means that I have spoken to people of knowledge, spoken to my peers, my friends, and got some nasir from them and gone ahead with it. Why am I saying this? Because I have my wife on my right. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you well, inshallah. We're going to come to why my wife is here. Why is she in the video? She's not going to be in the video, but she's going to have her say with this whiteboard that I bought her. We'll come to what that is about in a minute. So I'll be doing a reaction video pertaining to the issue of Sister Salama and Brother Khalid, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, they, from what we've heard, is that they have divorced. Or they've gone their separate ways. We don't know the matter. We don't know the ins and details out of it. But the biggest threat, one of the biggest threats, shall I say, we have to the Ummah in today's time is divorce rates. Divorce is something that is breaking the family unit. It is destroying households. It has an effect on kids. It has an effect on the mental well-being of the wife, the mental well-being of the husband. Usually with these things, men tend to suffer more because we don't have the coping mechanism that our wives do, which is, crying, expressing. Women tend to speak more than men. They express themselves more than men. They use more words than we do. So they have that mechanism. With us men, we keep it inside, bottle it until it explodes. And when we look at suicide rates, men and women equally harm themselves, but men take more lethal force, which causes them to end their life. So this is the reason I'm doing this video. And I thought it's very, very important that to have the female perspective. As you guys know, on the Bitter Truth Show, and this has been something that I've always done. I always want to understand the point from a sister's point of view. So that's the reason why I brought my wife into this. How? She's going to be expressing herself, and that's out of her choice. Not that there's anything wrong with her being on camera, but I don't like my private life. Not that I'm sharing my private life with you guys anyways. But the point is that she's going to be writing some points down, which she may disagree with me, or she might add on to a point. She's going to write it down, and she will present that to me after I have had my take on this matter, inshallah. And then we can talk about what are the key lessons we can learn of this issue, and we are going to make dua for them that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings them back together, inshallah, because we don't want to see any Muslim couple for that matter divorcing, or even non-Muslims, because it affects the society that we live in at large.
شو بتعني لك العائلة هلا سلامة؟
Everything life. ما أتخيل حياتي من دون عيالي. I don't know if I chose Khalifa Abdullah or Khalifa Abdullah chose me.
إذا خليفة بس إن شاء الله اللي يطول عمرك وعمره عمر 18 شو بتقولي له؟
عرفت الحب يوم شفتك.
عند عبد الله.
Same thing. I knew love twice. بس أحب أقول شيء واحد. غير إن خليفة وعبد الله حياتي ومركز حياتي. خليفة وعبد الله مش مصدر سعادتي. This is something very very important. أنا مصدر سعادتي. لأنه عيالي باكر بتكون لهم حياة. باكر بيتزوجون. باكر بيبون عيال. لو ساعاتي تتكل عليهم I will be miserable when they leave me.
صعبة أم تقول هيك. You need a very strong mom to say that.
لولا مساعدة السايكايترست كان أنا إنسانة غير. ليش يا أخي الحياة حلوة؟ ليش أكون سوداوية؟ ليش أكون أنا الضحية؟ No. You did that to me. Thank you so much. ما بسامحك. But
هيدي when you said I'm accountable. I want to fix myself.
أنا ما بخليك أنت أو أنتي تغيرون مجرى حياتي. I'm in control. أنا أتحكم في حياتي. أنا أتحكم في أنا منو كيف بكون شو بنجز وشو بسوي. ماضية ما يتحكم فيها. ماضية ما كان لي عليه سلطة وقدرة. ما أقدر. أنا كنت طفلة. بس اليوم أنا كبيرة، اليوم أنا أم.
بارتنرز بالحياة.
وتشوف ما تروم الجنة من دون ناس ما تنداس. شوف I can't change people بس I can change people.
You can't change people but
I can change people.
how?
Remove them, replace them. My energy I have to protect it. That's why I'm isolated 24/7. People think I have social life. يا ريال أنا ما أطلع من البيت لأن ما في جزء من سلامة أنا أشرد منه. People can't sit with themselves because they're scared. They don't want to face themselves. I've been there. في هالمرحلة في حياتي it's necessary and I just sit with myself and I know who I am.
بالعكس بيكسب كتير إنسان اللي بيقعد مع حاله، اللي بيعرف يعني يقعد مع حاله ويفكر هو شو بحب.
So guys, we watched that video with my wife, as you can see, inshallah. There's a few things that I want to mention, subhanAllah, to you guys. So a lot of us, we look at these public figures and we have this dream world that we set for ourselves. You know why? Because the reason we project that is because this is something we want to believe. We want to believe that marriage is all hunky-dory, happy. Like you will see their videos, it's all like jokey, oh my gosh, and then we carry those false expectations onto our marriages and thinking that that's how it's supposed to be. And when it is not, then we get disappointed. It's like me going to a Ferrari and saying, can you produce strawberry cheesecakes? And it doesn't. I get angry at the Ferrari. I'm like, what is wrong with you? The Ferrari is not programmed or created to make strawberry cakes. So my expectation is always going to be in disappointment. So that is the reason why I totally disagree with public figures, specifically showing their private life on camera. Even having my wifey on the right, on my right-hand side, may Allah bless and preserve her, it was so much for me. Shall I do it? Shall I do it? Because I'm not even mentioning my private life. You know nothing about my private life and I don't even know anything about it. It's nothing to do with you. Zero. Because I might come and do a gesture to my wife here and you, sister, might watch and be like, oh my gosh, she's so romantic. Why don't you do that? Or brothers might watch and have different expectations with their wives. Oh, but look how Ali's wife. Listen, I'm not here to do that. I'm here because I genuinely want to hear, if my wife has an input that I would like to hear it from a female perspective because I might be wrong and I want to hear that. That's the reason why she is here. Now, guys, this is the biggest problem we do. We look at people and public figures are to blame for this. The marriages that are being destroyed, I'm so sorry. Indirectly or directly, you are playing a role in destroying marriages. Because believe me, I can do a vlog with my wife. Oh, we're going on holiday here. Oh, with the best version of our life. Oh my gosh, look at our kids and we went out today and we had strawberry desserts and da-da-da. Why would I show you a 10-second glimpse of fun that I had with my family, my wife, and then you're going to take that and stretch it into my marriage of how many years and be like, you know nothing about my marriage. So as public figures, we have to have a responsibility and take each other to account of the things that we show. That's number one. Number two, evil eye, magic and sihr. Before we started this, me and my wife did our adhkar. Why? Because it protects us. We're public figures. Sadly, there are people out there who are jealous. They, whatever it is for that matter, I don't know what they're jealous about for that matter, yeah? And they are just envious. People are in bad places. No problem. That's the reason why we are very, very careful to how I am with my wife here. Like, I'm not artificial. I'm not adding something or taking away. But I don't want to give a misconstrued idea of how my dynamics with my wife is. And actually, me and my wife, we prefer that you guys think that my wife is not happy and she's been oppressed. Yeah, it's good. You know why? Keep it. We don't need to evil eye. We're not happy at all. It's so good. No problem. You know why? I don't need that from you guys. Alhamdulillah. The worse you think that is, like there were some comments like, oh my gosh, I feel sorry for his wife. Brilliant. Just keep it going. My wife is happy with that as well. Just carry on feeling sorry for her and feeling sorry for me, whoever it is for that matter. Number one. Now we're going to go to Surah Yusuf in the Quran. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us Yusuf when he saw the sun and the moon and the stars and he came to his father and spoke of that dream. And his father obviously may have had some inspiration of understanding dreams. Yusuf alayhi salam was gifted with that. And he said what to his son? Do not tell who? Your friends. People that are watching you, whatever it is, yeah? If we lived in today's time, don't tell your followers, yeah? Don't tell your neighbors. Don't tell your brothers. Blood. Yes? Do not tell them. Why? Because, brothers and sisters, envy and jealousy and hasad, these things are real. When you expose yourself to the people, it is bound to have an effect. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, the evil eye is haqq. And he pointed to the graves and he said, do you know how many people are dead in their graves because of evil eye. So point number one, which can harm your marriage is what? Evil eye. Number two, in Surah Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says what? That when Harut and Marut was given, when they brought sihr down with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? Let's read it for ourselves. But the devils disbelieved, teaching people magic, and which was revealed to two angels at Babylon, Harut and Marut. But they the two angels, did not teach anyone unless they say, we are a trial, so do not disbelieve by practicing magic. And yet they learn from that which they cause separation between a man and his wife, but they do not harm or cause separation between but they do not harm anyone except from the permission of Allah. Another issue that we have, say black magic as if it is more powerful than Allah. Allah saying it is a test and a trial. Do not become disbelievers by practicing it. Number two, isn't it unique and specifically, I don't know how you think about this here, so profound that the sihr is not used for stopping someone praying salah, stopping them from giving sadaqah, stopping them from umrah, stopping them from doing anything, but it is specifically used to cause divorce between man and his wife. I found that so profound. That is one of the reasons why I started the Bitter Truth Show, to combat this disease. The reason I'm here today doing this video, it's to combat that. Because when the family unit breaks down, Sister Salama and Khalid, we want to see you guys back together. Wallahi, I make sincere dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reunites you guys. Because I've seen some of Khalid's video, I've seen some of your videos. I don't care what kind of picture you guys put on, smiling, etc. I genuinely believe deep down, you both miss each other and you guys are not happy. That's what I see. Okay, now I don't know the inner dynamics of your marriage, what happened, I don't know. And yes, in the video you said that, I can't change people, but I can change people. Meaning, if you cannot change somebody's personality, then you replace them. This is another, which I don't know if you're going to disagree with me or not, please, you can voice it on your whiteboard, inshallah, yeah? And that's by her choice, yeah? I don't want people to say, you're forced and you're not allowed to speak, etc. You have a right to speak if you want to, yeah? Okay, anything you say will be used against me in court. So, the point is what? That when we're talking about this attitude that we carry on, which is dangerous, and sadly, a lot of sisters have this. 80% of the time, divorces are initiated by women. Now, there's a whole psychology behind that. I don't really want to get into it. However, this attitude of Amazon Prime, fast cars, fast hand dryers, fast food, Amazon Prime, I like it, I don't like it, I send it back. And I'm not saying the sister done that. But as our sisters, please, we know you get emotional. We know you say things you don't mean. And in this instance, look, it might be a case where there might be instances where a sister is genuinely unhappy with her husband. Her husband is genuinely, it can be. Or a man can be genuinely unhappy as well. But the point is this, we need to get rid of this habit of replace. Now, I understand what she's saying. It can be that it's very, in her situation, which we do not know the inner dynamics, by the way, yeah? It can be. But we really need to get rid of this habit of, I don't like it, I'll replace it. Who said the one that's going to come after is going to be better than the one that went? Why do we have this assumption of the grass is green on the other side? The grass is maybe astroturf. Maybe it's not. And another issue that I see in the comment section is this, and sisters do this a lot. I'm so sorry. Again, you can disagree with me, a sister here, my wife. The point is this, is that always blaming the man. Oh, I wonder what he did. Oh, I could see he was like this. Oh, she looks more happier. Have you seen her pores have gone, her skin is shining better since they've divorced. You guys are little shaitans. You guys are little shaitans that break down and destroy the marriage. Sisters, a lot of sisters that do this. You guys are sadly, I'm so sorry, I don't care what anyone says. I'm not here to please anybody. Dislike me, hate me. The point is this though, I always see this in the comment section. I don't see it from men. I always see it, sadly, from sisters who are criticizing that as if, how do you know she was not the perpetrator? Again, I'm not saying she was. How do you not know she was the one that was bullying Khalid, for example? Or she was the one, I'm just saying that it can be that Khalid was doing that. But why is the default that the woman is innocent and the man is always guilty? Okay, that's something my wife wants to say. Salama probably had enough as women give a lot of chances, has zero tolerance now. Okay. This is why I want you here. Yeah, it's very important for you to be here. And I'm happy that you are here. Thank you very much. Now, again, the assumption that you're making, and maybe a lot of sisters might be making, is the following. That Salama has had enough. Can I just ask you a question, my dear wife? Why is it that maybe it's not that Khalid gave her a lot of chances and he has zero tolerance? I would like to hear that if you can express it, please, because the assumption that you've made now is literally that Salama has been fed up and she's been going through a lot. And that's exactly the point I mentioned. So can you please just vocalize to me, why is it that Khalid hasn't had enough? Why isn't it that Khalid, just from like, if we were neutral, because I just believe that you're coming from one-sided. Yes, I know you're a woman and you can be something emotional and you can more connect with her and these things can happen. But the thing is, a lot of sisters make this mistake. So my wife is writing probably a refutation for me now. But the point is what? As sisters, sometimes we take our past traumas, sisters take the past traumas of their father or ex-husband, etc., and project it on other people. So, okay, she's saying she made the video, not him. I don't know his opinion. Well, exactly. There you go. Okay. But that's the point is this, is that just because one decided to express a feeling, and again, it proves my point, which is what? She is expressive and she's talking about it. Has he made any video about it? Zero. This is the point I'm saying. So just because she has made that vocalized, and a lot of people say this, and I'm going to end on this note, I don't want this video to go too long, is what? That just because women are more expressive, I know of situations of people in marriage councils, Islamic councils like Sheikh Haytham, which tell me stories of a woman coming and crying, literally crying, yes? And saying, my husband did this, my husband did that. And the brothers there like, bro, we feel sorry for him. We're like, we can't wait to see him and stick it on him and say, look. And that's what Ali radiallahu anhu said. If you want to be a just judge, never make a judgment until you hear the other side. That's why with me, I'm trying to keep it more neutral. Some people are biased. Yeah, I'm joking. Yeah. But the point is what? When this is what was told to him by Shaykh Haytham, that when the man comes and says, hold on a second, that's not true, or that's not how that happened, etc. When you hear both sides, you realize that the wife was in an emotional place, she was saying things, etc. And then things are more clear. I'm like, hold on a second. There is a part to blame here and they're both of you. So that is why it is so important that we don't just look at somebody's emotions, even if it's a man. If it comes and says, yeah, my wife did this, my wife, hold on a second, bro. But why would your wife do that? Like, why would your wife just randomly go and do that? Did you do something? We have to. So any last words you want to say? I personally, on this matter, there's nothing else I have to say. Anything you would like to say? If you do, just let me know, inshallah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, and I want to give this advice to our sisters, okay? Because it's very, very important. Again, the Prophet, peace be upon him, told us, he went to the hellfire. Again, I know you guys are going to be like, oh, it's a reality check, okay? And he saw a majority of the women of the hellfire. Why? He said, not because they are ungrateful to Allah, because they are ungrateful to their husbands. Now, when I'm talking about husband, please take your evil dad who beat up your mom, your evil ex-husband. I am not talking about them. Throw them in the bin. I'm talking about a good man. Women in their nature have ingratitude, sadly. So the point is what? The Prophet, peace be upon him, gave a solution. Because this is from the Prophet, don't blame me. So the point is what, guys? Sometimes bear patience. On what? Not matters that violate your religion. Not matters that he's oppressing you. No, I'm not talking about that. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, a woman, listen to this carefully, and I don't know this now, a woman who protects her chastity, guards her chastity, does her basic salah, her fard, minimum, and her husband is pleased with her. Brothers and sisters, look at the reward. She will be told to enter Jannah, not from a specific door, from any door she wishes. The reason I'm saying this, guys, is as men, we need to know our responsibilities and how we need to be with our wives. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, has made that clear, and Islam has made it clear. Loving them, affection, repeating it. There's a lot of things men don't do. But what I'm saying is, guys, in a nutshell, both of us complete each other. So all I'm going to say is to the sisters that men, if he's a good man, if he's a good husband, he prays, he fears Allah, he looks after you, please don't compare him to others. Please don't go and say, but he does that, he does that. Because this ingratitude, like I said before, all we're saying is the following, that if your husband is pleased with you, that is your door to Jannah. If you have a good man, hold on to him. And it is only that if we both come together in our religion, get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and prioritize that rather than the worldly things, I believe things will get better. Anything that I said wrong is from shaitan and myself. Anything good is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If there's anything you disagree on, no. Okay. Are you under any duress? You can blink twice. No. Okay, that's fine. That's all I have to say, inshallah, brothers and sisters. Again, me and my wife have done this initiative and come together, brothers and sisters, genuinely with the intention of helping or avoiding the breakdown of the family unit. I hope it benefited you guys. It might be something that I might regret and take down. Not that my wife, we're not talking about private life, anything. She has her takes. It's the first time we're doing this, inshallah. you might see this video deleted one day, maybe. I don't know. But what I'm just saying is, guys, that we need to be careful and stop looking at public figures as our role model, inshallah. That's all I wanted to say, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh from myself and my dear wife. May Allah bless you for your contributions. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here, inshallah. And hope you guys like the idea. If you want us to improve it, whatever, please let us know, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.